I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. My time. Now.
Smack that like button on the way in, y'all. I say smack that like button on the way in, y'all. I say smack that like button on the way in, y'all. Let's go.
Show myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me.
That's a fact.
Like self-care, I'm making time for me.
Let's go.
I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me.
Y'all can't.
Right. Prove me you love you, now you stuck with me.
Real.
Don't goof around cause there's no luck with me.
Don't goof around.
Show me you love you, now you
And you
stuck
stuck
with me.
Real.
You know I'm real, can put your trust in me. Try to make them get my vision, I'ma paint it. Move dangerous, cocaine V is white painted. Move cautious, the niggas call it scared, I call it smart. They too tough, they thought it couldn't happen, now you shot. I talk truth, I jumped off the step, I'm a different stoop. Star Wars, gun in the mask, boy a different troop. Yeah, picture niggas playing around with Rosa's son. Have my youngin' light them up, I get you rolled in one. They ain't talking about money, these niggas talking light. Sitting on a brick and a half, I make a move tonight. Yeah, bucket low like I'm a fisherman. No money, I just give her the rod, I'm tryna wheel her in. Yeah, she turning Mimi when she up there. Love her when I touch there, she can't get enough, oh yeah. I'm the nigga you call when your man bugging. That's right, gon' cry on my shoulders. I know we fucking sound foul, but she been wanting to get a pussy up. And yeah, it's a good enough reason to get a pussy up. Show myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, Prove me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you loyal, now you stuck with me.
Real.
You know I'm
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, instinct. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Fair YouTube usage. If anybody in here can hear me crystal clear, could you do me one favor? Could you hit me with the dice cubes? Give some people some time to come up in here. Could you hit me with the dice cubes? You know, federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of a copyrighted motion picture, videotapes, or video disc under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under the Act of 17 USC. FTC Vice, I appreciate you for pulling the dice cubes up and letting me know that you hear me. And shout out to the people that can read the fair usage. You dig? Let me go ahead and do this roll call. You dig? Let me see who we got in the building. Big Dice the Ruler, been getting money since Calvin Coolers. That's me. We got Dog Soldier in the building. Yard. City Bama's in the building. FTC Vice is in the building. Shout out to the underrated Darkness. He's in the building. First time I seen him over here. Appreciate you for pulling up, beloved. Smash that like button if you may, or hit that dislike button. You dig what I'm saying? Either way you want to do it, we can get into it. As long as it's a Buick, let it be a deuce and a quarter. You dig? As long as it's a Buick, let it be a deuce and a quarter. I'm going to start this out because I did a show yesterday. Asking were they trying to replace us with clones. The first part of the show, I went into the fact where Walt Disney has a legitimate lab that's facilitating, allegedly, clones. Some people, when they saw it, I thought that they was just saying they're going to wake up and make a person and make a human being. No, that's not what the video says. That's not what the video was saying. So you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. The reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, because that's for us to hear more. DMW Shots, I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe over there, man. And man, why y'all don't be dropping y'all links? Y'all got them wrenches. And shout out to my man Ron Boogs, y'all. Ron Boogs got his shit going and rocking and rolling. Because I heard some foolishness about the people in Team Guardian with our platforms and stuff like that. First of all, I have my platform. Dog Soldier got his platform. Hank McCoy got his platform. Shots got his platform. FTC Vice is working on his platform. If y'all don't know, FTC is rocking with the beats, y'all. He be putting up his iCloud. He's with the production. But we're a unit. Everybody has individual brains and heads, paws. We don't got to run for help. But if we call each other, we'll come together. And shout out to Big Trays, because I don't know if he misconstrued something that he heard, because, you know, we can't keep getting mad at each other for things that we hear that we don't hear. So whenever you want to, Trays, you know you have the right to pull up over here. You can pull up on a platform, because in one of your lives, I was told that you was a little upset because you came to pull up on the live that day when Liddy was here. Shout out to Liddy. He was a little upset because you weren't allowed on the stage. But you were allowed on the stage, if you remember, because when you came on the stage, these are your words. The only reason why you came on the stage because you wanted to be known that you wasn't the one that was the snake in the garden. So maybe you forgot about that, but, you know, shout out to you. Maybe you was told something wrong. And number one, I've never spoke to anyone in the background. So you got more of your information wrong. Shout out to Eve James, because you said on your show that I'll be talking to her. Never have we talked in any background. And see, what gets a lot of people in trouble is that Instagram. Now, I ain't been on Instagram in damn near 9 months. You could have had a baby, but the last time I've been on Instagram. And when I was on Instagram, I really didn't do the backbiting and chatting. So if somebody gave you some wrong information, shout out to you, Big Trays. You know you're more than welcome to come over here and talk to me about it. I heard you threw a couple of shots, but remember, before you throw too many shots, remember you're the same person that was over here letting people know the truth. We don't have to go through the acting. And I spoke up with you with the situation. Shout out the Way to Black. Shout out the Way to Black, because you didn't know what you was doing. I know some people do it for entertainment. Like they said, this is just entertainment. Because in your mind, you think this is a YouTube war, Trays. Shout out to China Brim for breaking it down to people like that. This is just entertainment. You done went from Team Guardian Trays to, you done went from Nile River Trays to Team Guardian Trays to Mob Ties Trays. You've been on too many platforms, beloved. But now you the shooter, so we're going to call you the shooter. We're going to respect that. We gotta respect that. We're going to call you the shooter. Shout out to the shooter, Trays. And may you get to your 1,000 subscriptions. I want you to get monetized and all that. For real. Because maybe somebody, again, has told you something wrong, because I want you to hear it from my mouth. You have been misinformed, beloved. But I see it. I ain't mad at you. You know, everybody say that they got to do certain things. And I know people want to Dunbar salute. This is number 11, day of number 11, y'all. This is day 11. Day 11 of forming a habit. 10 more days. I got my habit locked down. I'm a junkie in 10 more days with this habit, because this content, I can do this forever. I can do this forever. And then before I get into this content, I got one more thing to say to you, Trays. You're one of the ones that I would quote unquote have the intellectual debate on YouTube for the channel too. You know you don't want to do that. We don't got to shoot at each other. We can have a spelling test. We can have some people speak up about some current affairs. Matter of fact, let's speak about the 4,000 refugees that just overtook the judicial system in Haiti and they just escaped. Let's get into a conversation about that, beloved. Let's get into the fact that, quote unquote, the people of Haiti are tired of being oppressed. They said, fuck that. It's time for us to take dominion over our country and our land. Let's talk about how over there they overthrown a jail. Let's talk about the revolution in their heart. They ready to die. They went in there killing, shooting, and harming people to let 4,000 prisoners escape. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Let's talk about how in Japan, they're already replacing school teachers because of the way people used to complain about the fact that school teachers are the most underrated paid people in society as far as education. Well, they already eliminated that. They erased them. They got computers now. They got AI in the classrooms now teaching the kids, and they also have AI now in their restaurants serving as waiters and waitresses. Let's talk about the educational system. Let's talk about how the teachers that are being hired in the majority aren't even concerned about educating our babies. Let's talk about how our babies are dropping out of school. When we came to schools, going to school, at least we was interested in going into school. Remember that? We had reasons. We had favorite teachers. We had guidance counselors that pulled us to the side and told us when we was doing right or wrong. Let's talk about teen pregnancy. Let's talk about welfare. I did it yesterday because this show right here is the rebound off the show I did yesterday. Because I already expressed how welfare was put into play to manipulate and destroy the relationships, specifically, in my opinion, with people of minority. Yeah, we can say the black family, but we're going to have to understand that there are a lot of people that are struggling in neighborhoods just like ours. There are hoods all over the world. Europe, Japan, there's white people that's struggling just like it's black people struggling. So let's talk about the whole scenario, because they didn't just put that into play for black women. They put that into play for all women that have children. They don't want no men of color inside them joints without being thoroughly investigated. This show today is because something else too that I was thinking about. And Trace, you said this too. I don't know if you understand the definition, but you said in your show that you feel as though, just your opinion, I can't get mad at you for your opinion, that I disrespect women. No, I don't disrespect women. No. But then again, I have to recognize no disrespect intended to me and you. Me and you was raised by two different type of people. Totally different. No disrespect intended. See, my definition of a woman and your definition of a woman might be totally different. Your definition of a woman might be a woman in a juke joint drinking a natural ice, sitting up playing spades at the table at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning until she get a ride home. My definition of a woman might be a woman that may sit up at a restaurant and take a nice cold glass of wine, eat some hors d'oeuvres, some shrimp or something like that, maybe a shot of cognac or something like that, and then get in a cab or get in her car and go home, and then the next day go to work. See, we have different descriptions. And I understand YouTube has overwhelmed some people to the fact, quote unquote, where they just want to take shots at people for no reason. But to you, Trace, and everybody else, Trace, me and you cool, so we ain't even got to go through that. And we right down here in North Carolina. We've been down here in North Carolina. Like before when you said, I said, invite me to get something to eat, nigga. But to everybody on YouTube, as far as with the controversial, if y'all want to bring up my name in regards to the fact where I'm saying I challenge y'all to a verbal debate. I challenge y'all to a spelling bee. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. That's not no disrespect. Because a lot of y'all can't comprehend, a lot of y'all can't read, and a lot of y'all can't spell or understand. That's why you're so angry, because a lot of y'all, respectfully, are to the ages now where in your mind it's too late. But let me explain something to you. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to go back to school. Knowledge is the power. Knowledge is the key. But ain't too many on YouTube that's really fucking with me. Let them know what we do when we get over here, Ron Buggs. Let these niggas know what they can't do.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of mind I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? About to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Yo, shout it out to Ron Buggs. This nigga's crazy. He in here. Check him out. This is what Ron Buggs said. Yo, Ron Buggs, 5113 on YouTube. Subscribe. Thanks. No, Ron Buggs. They can't find you like that. I just dropped the link in there, y'all. This is the link. Get over there to Ron Buggs, y'all, and subscribe. When you drop the link, Ron, you got a damn wrench. All you got to do is Go to your page, hold it on your cell phone, copy the part right there, come back over here, press where you're going to put post a comment at, hold a button. It's going to say paste, press paste, and that's going to come up. This nigga Ron Boogs talking about, yo, go to Ron Boogs 513 on YouTube, subscribe to, thanks. This is the funniest nigga in the world, y'all. We got my man Big Hank up in the building. I see you. Yesterday I did a show, y'all. Smash that like button if you fuck with me. 21 people in the building, and we exactly at 21 minutes. Yesterday I did a show, and the most important part about the show is I asked people, I said to the women that was in the building, shout out to Clarice, shout out to Always a Queen, Lady K. I asked the women, if you didn't have public assistance, if you weren't guaranteed a place to stay, would you be so cruel and so dismissive to your man? To people that don't understand what I mean by that, would you be so quick to tell your man to get out the house? The reason why I say that is, if you did not have the assistance, the voucher, the stipulant, to have that house, would you be a little more compassionate about the person that you deal with? Would you be more compassionate about your child's father? Then we can switch that and reverse it on the side of men. What if men were given the opportunity and they were told, you know what, we'll find a place for you to stay, but when it comes to your woman, she can't be there. But you and your child, y'all can be there. So you mean to tell me you want me to take custody of my child from his mother or her mother, and he can live with me, but she can't live there? That's all right. But they ain't doing that for no men. Not no men. We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be the providers, the protection. But for the women, the taxes and the government feel as though that they should be sheltered, clothed, fed, doctor's appointments, and everything. But did that contribute to separation between people and minorities? Yes, in my opinion, it did. Pay attention. The government said that if you kick that man out, we will pay all your bills. You kick that man out, we're going to give you insurance for you and your children. If you kick that man out, we're going to give you finances for food, shelter, clothes, even entertainment when you want to go to the movies or something like that. You know, do something extra. Clarice, I see you in the building, girl. They fucked us up, y'all, and they fucked our women up. They fucked our women up. They bribed them. Shit, if it was a man, come on, fellas. We can't be biased. Now imagine that shit. You, your baby moms, and your child. And they tell you, the child can stay, fellas, but you got to get rid of that woman. We're going to pay, check this out, fellas. They're going to pay that rent every month. They're going to pay that $700, that $800, that $1,100, that $1,500, that $2,000 rent. Pay attention. Some women have 3 kids, 4 kids, 5, whatever it should be, 3 bedrooms. Sometimes they get houses. We'll pay that mortgage on the house for you, fellas. You don't got to go to work, but that woman got to go. How many men can honestly say that they would throw their woman out? If you give me one man to say that they would throw their woman out, that's not a man. If you show me one man that said he will take Section 8 and throw his woman to the curb or throw his baby mother to the curb because they're going to pay his bills, that's not a man. Don DeMarco. Think about that, ladies. Come on, Clarice. We got kids together, Clarice. We got beautiful children together. And one day you come home, hey, Dice, and I look at you and say, get the fuck out. You look at me on some, what the fuck you talking about, Dice? The government said you got to go. Government said I got to get you out of here, Clarice. Nice, what the fuck is you talking about? We in love. We got beautiful children. Where you want me and the kids to go? Hold up, I ain't tell you this part. The kids can stay. You got to go. I ain't never said the kids gotta go. Check this out, y'all. Check it out, Clarice. The babies can stay. The babies can stay, but I gotta make you leave. How would you look at me, Clarice? You want to kill me. You be like, nigga, all them times we walked to White Castle 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, singing Usher Raymond and Alicia Keys. Oh, my baby, thought it when we was young and you were mine. All that shit is out the motherfucking window. I know you protect yours, Clarice. I'm just asking you a question. How would you look at me? Wouldn't it break your heart? But if a man does that to a woman, tell the truth. Yo, Hank, if we put the woman out and keep the kids, oh, he ain't shit. He ain't shit. Who do you think he is? But so many times men get put out, and ladies, we don't hear that y'all ain't shit. We hear things like, oh, she put him out because she tired of him. Am I lying, fellas? Let me see the dice cubes if I'm lying. If I'm telling the truth, let me see the dice cubes. We got my man 050 Kanan up in the building. Make sure you put that link in, beloved. We see you in the building. Everything Glico. Salute. Make sure y'all get over there and sign to the paparazzi, man. Think about that. They done bribed the city, Bama. They fucked us up on both angles. Because if a man throws his woman out, we ain't shit. But if a woman says, you got to leave here, nigga, don't make me pick. Fellas, how y'all feel when they do this? Yo, Kanan, what you gonna do if wifey go grab that phone? I'm gonna ask you one more time to leave. If a woman pull a phone out, am I lying, y'all? If a black man see a woman pull that goddamn phone out, that's like a nigga in the street pulling a gun on us. Right or wrong, y'all? A nigga pull a gun on you in the street. Ho, daddy, what you doing? What you doing? Yo, I need that chain. I need them pockets empty. I want that coat. I want all that shit. If that woman grabbed that goddamn phone and y'all arguing, first thing that man go, hey, baby, what you doing? Hold up. Hello, police? Would you please? He won't leave my house. We in the background going, hey, baby, what you talking about? Put the phone down. We trying to grab the phone and shit like that. See what I mean? He trying to take my phone right now. Hurry up, please. Get over here. I'm scared. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that to me, y'all. Don't do that to me, y'all. I just put the link in for Ron Books, too. I ain't going to give him 10 seconds, though. He know how to do that shit. But I want to show y'all something, man, by a sister. Because a lot of people, now if I'm wrong, y'all talk to me. Shout out to Chase Milano. He said something a long time ago. He taught me something. He said, Dice, there are females. That don't mean they women. Just like there are men, they're boys. But that don't mean they men. They're dudes because they got a penis and they reproduce and they created children. That don't mean they men. But I want y'all to sit up and listen to what this sister right here, the author of The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. I don't know if anybody ever read that book back in the days. But we got the sister Sherrod, and I want y'all to pay attention to some shit she said, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? But before we do that, I'm going to go into my man Jay Howell, because I just like this song, y'all. I told y'all I got an ear for this shit. It ain't always got to be about no rap. This for the fellas out there that be tired of going through that bullshit, y'all. Let's go. Smash that like button, y'all. This for the fellas that be going through that bullshit, ladies. Let's go.
Play the game, I play my cards. You break the rules, I break your heart. Fuck around, I'll leave you stuck, leave you scarred. Is that what you want, babe? I give my love, I give my all. Cater to you, take what you want.
Smash that like button, y'all.
Chasing lanes, I'm a boss.
That's where the grown folks hang out, y'all. Sing it out, y'all.
Please don't let it go too far, 'cause I don't wanna give up.
Y'all hear that guitar?
I'm so tired of being faithful to you. I'ma do your own, baby. I'm so tired of being faithful to you. I'ma do your own, baby.
You're killing that shit,
I'ma do your own, baby.
Check them out, y'all.
I play the game, I play my cards.
What he said?
Breaking rules, you're breaking hearts. Second guessing what you want done. Steady playing me, so I'm just gonna keep on moving my body.
What he said?
All over somebody else. Feel it till you're weak, darling. Show you what I mean, darling.
What?
Please don't let it go too far. Please don't make it.
What he said, y'all? Smash that like button.
Please don't let it go too far.
Talk out, y'all.
I'm tired of being faithful. Said I'ma do your own, baby.
Y'all ain't ready for no grown folk shit.
Tired of being faithful.
Shout out to Jay Howell, man.
Said I'ma do your own, baby. Oh.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? That nigga Ron Buggs said, yo, that's the type of nigga. He pull up in the motherfucking club at the bar and start singing for no reason. Yeah, that's them friends you be having. You tell a nigga when we go out, yo, check this out, son. The minute you start singing, we gonna jump your ass, nigga. We don't want to hear nothing about no, I don't want to go no far. I don't want to hear none of that shit when we go out tonight, nigga. All that. I'm tired of being faithful to you. I don't want to hear none of that shit, nigga. I don't want to hear nothing, nigga. I want you to just be chilling with us, chilling. If you can't just talk regular, sit there and don't say nothing, nigga. I don't want when the waitress is coming by, hey, Holly. I don't want to hear none of that shit, because we gonna jump you. That's like my man Christian back in the days. This nigga was Vietnamese and Guyanese. You're wrong, Boogs. We was hating on this nigga, because all the girls love that nigga hair. That's a fact. This nigga had so much the nigga hair was so pretty, y'all. Pause. We used to tell a nigga when we went to parties, if you take your hat off, we ain't gonna never let you come to a party with us again. Because he used to go to his hat on and take his hat off, and the girls used to be like, Christian, oh, look at your hair. Shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna front. I was hating on that shit too. He had all of us hating on Prospect and Utica over that nigga Christian. That nigga was Vietnamese and Guyanese. Do you know what type of mixture that is? That nigga's sister looked out. She looked like an alien. She was so beautiful. Yo, Ron Bulls, she looked like an alien. She looked like she was from the planet Super, Super Beautiful Woman. If it's a planet called Super, Super Beautiful Woman, that's where she was from, man. You see what Ron Bulls said? That nigga starts singing, we fucking him up in the club, nigga. Fuck all that bullshit. But let's get into the sister right here, man. This for the women. I want y'all to pay attention because if I talk about it, or if a man talks about it, I'm going to let y'all hear from the woman that inspired Kevin Samuels. Yeah, the great Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace. I'm going to tell you about the man that was inspired. Egypt, sit down, girl. Sit your crazy ass down. I'm going to let the woman talk that inspired Kevin Samuels, y'all. Because they say Kevin Samuels was too harsh, but she inspired him. Her harshness is the reason why she's respected by so many people and she speaks at so many places and seminars. Listen to the sister, man. I don't know if y'all know Shahrazad Ali, the sister. Let's get into what she's talking about. Fair YouTube usage.
My position is that the Black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the Black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our Black family structure. Now, of course, there are many Black people who consider those fighting words because as Black women, we have never been subject.
Pay attention to what she said from the beginning, y'all. Let's go. This is how she start off. She's telling you the reason why the Black family, I'm going to say minorities, has been destroyed because of feminism. This is the sister, man, Shahrazad Ali, on how feminism is destroying the U.S. Black family. Let her talk for a minute, y'all. Let's go.
My position is that the Black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the Black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our Black family structure. Now, of course, there are many Black people who consider those fighting words because as Black women, we have never been subject to the kind of examination that our men have been subject to since we have been here. We have been somewhat protected and shielded from any kind of critiquing about our personal behavior, whereas our men have always been up for examination. The book is not an attack on Black women. I have never said that all Black women do everything that I list in my book. None of us have lived long enough to do everything that I list in the book, but most of us do some of the things that I've listed in my book. And I do say that it is not because of generalizations that we are all victimized by we do daily that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function.
Now, you heard what she said? She dropped in the book to certain Black women to pay attention to some of the characteristics that are being displayed every day. The disrespect, the sucking of the teeth, the vulgarity, the lack of understanding, the lack of communication. She's not blaming anyone. She's just pointing out the fact that these are things that are helping to destroy our relationships and our families grow.
They did not tell us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism.
Y'all didn't hear that part right there, right? Y'all didn't hear what she said, huh? She said they're trying to program our women to say they don't need us. I don't need no man. I'll do what I want to do. Fuck that. I got my own money. I don't need shit from you. I got my own car. Matter of fact, nigga, I'm making more money than you. How could you tell me something? What you talking to me for? And I'm making a salary every year of $60,000 to $70,000. And you making $12 a motherfucking hour. How dare you talk to me like that? You're beneath me. But she's telling you how all them things right there are what? Turning women into mean, evil, miserable, lonely, depressive, even lesbians. Even lesbians.
Victimized by some of the negative patterns of behavior in the book, but the book just represents our collective contribution. This is some of everything that we have done or that we do daily that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function. They did not tell us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism.
What she said?
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man.
Huh?
We have some serious relationship problems.
You hear what she said? She said, y'all up there talking about y'all got your own car and all that. She said, what the fuck that got to do with a man? You're talking about material things that you've acquired. Praises due to Allah. But what does that have to do with the communication and the union between you and your man?
Give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on.
What?
Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced.
Huh?
They don't have a man. I just came out of Florida and they got a housing complex that the Urban League built, which is a Black organization that is for women and children only. They say they don't allow any men in there. I didn't have time to deal with it, but I talked about them real bad. That's the silliest program I've ever heard of. You know them women that had men if they got a bunch of children. They need fathers.
Uh-oh. Did y'all pay attention to that? A Black company, an urban company, just built a complex strictly for women and children, said y'all don't need no men. But like she said, with simple logic, because I know this logic goes over so many heads, how don't they need men if they have children? How don't they need men? How women? How y'all don't need us? Dog Soldier said, yo, this is a real serious conversation. Our women don't want to hear this. Ron Borg said, yo, she talking some real shit, y'all. Man, let me show you something about how the streets done fucked us up. Let's get into this work. I want y'all to roll up because I need to tell y'all something. You are now rocking with the fucking best. We gonna work today. Jaffe, talk to them, y'all.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. The streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Court a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that, loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Yeah, let's get into this work, y'all. Smash that like button, man. It's time for some grown-ups to have a conversation.
They need protection. We hear about the drug problem that we have in our projects across the country. It's one of the major places that we have a drug problem. You know, we talk about the great strength that we have as Black women. Well, the welfare department don't rent government apartments to single Black men.
So,
those apartments belong to Black women who are allowing this to go on in their home. We have not looked at what part of the responsibility do we share. Yes, Black men sell a lot of drugs, and a lot of us Black women get the money from them drugs and buy some of these fancy clothes we wear.
What?
Drive around in some of these fancy cars.
What?
He is not doing these things alone and without support from us, whether they are good or bad. See, we have a lot of power. We are very strong women. I'm saying that we're using our strength in the wrong direction. We're using it to tear our man down, tear our nation down instead of building it up.
So,
having an education and a job does not necessarily mean you have a successful life.
So,
I keep telling Black women that to raise a child, they say, well, I provided with food, clothing, and shelter. That's not raising a child, that's maintaining one.
So,
to raise a child, you need a parental coalition of a man and a woman. We have sons who are by not having.
She said to raise a child. Come on, y'all don't want to hear what I'm talking about, man. It's a leave, goddammit. But for those of y'all that do, I'm so glad that y'all are here. She said to raise a child, you need a coalition of parenthood. Meaning a man and a woman. A coalition of parenthood. She said taking care of a child, keeping food on them, giving them something to wear, making sure they get back and forth. That's maintaining a child, like maintaining a job. You got to go to work. You got to do as be told. You got to be on time. You got to be back from late. You got to be productive. You got to be friendly. You got to be cordial. You got to be work people. That's maintaining a job. Talk to me good, Wax. I'm in here, baby. Day number 11, brother. 21 days to form a habit. I'm trying to give them some love, Wax. We ain't gonna disrespect. They said, I don't love our women, right? Right? Didn't they say that, Wax? You know the truth. I know the truth. My peoples know the truth. But I want to describe, and I want a woman that wrote the book, The Education, the Black Man's Guide to Understanding a Black Woman. I want her to talk and give her opinion and her views on quote unquote how she feels as though women are. I got some shit for y'all tonight, Wax. Don't you go nowhere, nigga. Green Eyes, I see you in the building. And I disagree. Green Eyes said, ain't no good women in this world. All they do is lie, cheat, and steal. I'm going to be single forever. I'm good on love. Not true. Not true. I agree to disagree. Not true. Because if you pay attention to what she said, there's so many things that have been put in play. If you watch the show I did yesterday, how they took the manipulation of Section 8 and welfare to destroy us. How they dingled over the head that women can have somewhere to stay, but we can't. I even asked that question to some of the women. Have you ever done that to a man? You'll get the fuck out my house. But your house is being paid for by public assistance. Taxpayers' money. Nothing wrong with that if you need some assistance. I'm not bashing nobody. But how does that turn you into such an inconsiderate person now because you know your bills are secured and paid? Now your man, we got to go outside and struggle. Some of us said fuck school. Some of us outside walking out every day. Shout out to Wax AP nephew. He did a song. I got the picture right here. He in the building. Shout out to Wax AP and his nephew, y'all, Jaheem. He down here. He back in the game, tearing it up. He still got that voice. He got a song, y'all. The man right here next to Wax AP, he got a song. It's called Just In Case I Don't Let Me Make Love To You. Yo, you didn't hear what he was saying? He said, yo, because he hustling. God damn it, I might go to jail today. I might get killed. Can I make love to you before I get out there in the street and tackle this world? Let's get into this work, y'all. I'm not playing.
Having a father in the home, they don't know how to respect women. They take on the black feminine female emotionalism. They're doubtful. They're indecisive. They can't make a decision. They don't know what to do about being a man because we can't teach them that. We don't have that knowledge. We have daughters who grow up in a home where they don't see any affection, where there's no man there. They go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have no idea how to be no woman.
Please pay attention to what this woman is saying, fellas. Pay attention. I want the fellas to hear this too, because sometimes we don't understand what we're going through, or we don't understand the reason why we may be going through things with our women. Pay attention to what she said. A lot of our women were never shown a healthy, affectionate relationship, which I've talked about in a lot of my lives, between a mother and father. They don't know what to aspire. They don't know what to look for. Listen to her talk, y'all. Smash that like button.
And we don't have that knowledge. We have daughters who grow up in a home where they don't see any affection, where there's no man there. They go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have no idea how to be no woman to no man, how to function in a house with a man, because they haven't seen it. Most of our children, just like us, get all the information we have about how you be with a mate off television. It's the only medium that shows us anybody being together. Those rules have not worked for us. The white woman's liberation movement, we don't have anything to do with that. We have not been under the control of the black man for over 500 years. So what do we have to get liberated from them from? They haven't been our boss. That's the white woman and her man. They're going through that, and that's their business. We don't have any business being in that. They only introduced it to break down the civil rights movement. Civil rights movement started with the black man, the black woman, and the black child standing together, trying to plead for freedom, justice, and equality, and more benefits in the country that they had to have built. They threw the white woman in there with the women's liberation movement and made it a woman against man thing. That created a big separation between black men and black women, because then everybody started going for self. Then they bring the welfare system in and tell us in order to feed and clothe and house our children, we have to give up our man. You have to put the man out of the house. When the white farm wife goes to the government for subsidy for the farm, they don't tell her to get rid of the farmer. They keep that family together.
Oh.
But in the black community, they make it a requirement because they want to keep endorsing into the black community that the black man is no good.
Huh?
And that he is not deserving of respect. He is not deserving of us letting him give us any protection or instruction, and that we are better than them. The major responsibility that the black woman has had on the earth for the trillions of years that we have been here has been one of nutrition and birthing children.
Oh.
Those two things have a great deal to do with the survival of any people, the reproduction of the nation, and feeding them the proper food so that they can live. Those are very important jobs. Those are very powerful positions, because it puts us in a position to decide who's going to live or die and how slow they're going to die by what we feed them. We have a very powerful position. That's not a small role that we play. We have just been taught to misrepresent and misuse that power. The people who we have been counting on to give us the truth about how to get along have failed. The white people don't know how to get along. They don't have that information themselves. They don't get along with nobody on earth. So they didn't have no information to impart to us about how we're supposed to get along. They changed their relationship rules at will. We have, tons of black children around this country that I hear from who have grown up traumatized by the fact that they were referred to as the outside child. When we were having children like that, they called it illegitimate children until the white woman started having them, and now it's single parenting. See, they changed the rules according to what they're doing. So I've called on our people to change them depending on what we want to do, what our needs are. There's another need that has not been addressed in our community, because nobody will deal with it, and that's one that God did not create three sexes. We only have men and women. Now, I have not said that we should reject the sisters who try and act like men and the men who try and act like women. I'm not saying to reject them from among us, but they need to be taught. We don't have to accept that as some kind of normalcy, because that's not normal. I'm trying to demonstrate how they have set rules that they have forced us to follow that they don't even follow themselves. They change the rules to suit them when they get ready.
Pay attention.
We can change them to suit us when we get ready, especially if we have what we have now, which is a failing system. It hasn't worked for us. We don't have to be ashamed that it hasn't worked for us. But we do have to be ashamed of the fact that we keep plodding behind it and not trying to make the corrections that will help our people to survive.
He wants to keep us in this condition. He wants to keep us separated from our man. Because he knows that the only door, the only route he has to destroy our black man is through the black woman. That's that. Doesn't matter what the woman's educational background is. In fact, we have proven that the more education we get, the more we get in front of our man. Sometimes these words sound like that I'm saying that now you ought to go home and bow down on your knees to your man or become subjugated or submit. We have a real hard time with that word submit.
You notice how she said it's a little low in the volume. She said when it comes to some women, they have a problem with the word called submit. You hear Ron Boggs? FTC, you in the building? Some women have a problem with the word submitting to their man. Like some men have a problem with the word submitting to their woman. They look at it at an angle like a straight arrow. She supposed to kiss his feet and all that. Nah, but she's supposed to rub his feet when they saw. He's always supposed to baby her. Nah, but he's supposed to uplift her when she's going through something. Because my grandmother told me through great oxygen, sunlight, which is affection, and water, a flower will glow and grow and bloom. But if you keep that flower away from that sunlight, if you neglect that flower, when it starts dying off, when you don't put no water in that flower, Tizzle, I see you, girl. That's when that flower dies. So, dudes, what I'm saying is, when you don't put the same attention into that beautiful woman that you put into her when you tried to get her, you're going to kill her. Because that attention that you give your woman is something that only you are supposed to be intriguing her with. Pay attention, y'all. The support that your woman gives you, that's the only comfort as a man we're supposed to be looking for. But unfortunately, because of the tricks and the trades of what they did to us with the welfare system, we'll do everything for you, girl, but he got to leave. What do you mean you do everything for me, but my babies can't see their daddy? Nah, we can't do that. Just like the movie Claudine, I told y'all. James Earl Jones, Diana Carroll, one of my favorite movies in the world. What you mean my babies can't be around their daddy? Nope. Can't do that. And then they tricked some of our women. They said, we're going to pay all your bills. That $500, $800, $900, $1,100, $1,200, mortgage if you have more than 3 or 4 children. We're going to give you health insurance. We're going to give you money to buy clothing. We're going to give you money to sustain your children. And we're going to give you a little extra money for when you want to go out and do some extra things. But you got to get rid of that man. Come on, man. Don't nobody want to be homeless. And when it comes to a woman, what type of ultimatum are you going to give a woman, a lioness, a protector of her cubs? What type of ultimatum is that to give a woman? Okay, if you're in love with this man, you're going to have to be in the street struggling, going from home to home with the mishap of the embarrassment and the gossip and the rumor of the people that's wondering why you're not in your own home. You got to go through all this humiliation if you're in love with that man. But if you love your children more, they don't want me to talk, Tizzle. Dog, they don't want me to talk. That's why they don't want me up here. But my God told me different. Alhamdulillah. But if you get rid of your man, I got you. Pay attention to what she's saying, y'all. I got some shit I want y'all to hear. There's some content over here. Evan Jones, I see you. Salute, beloved.
And we submit to a lot of things every day. We submit to a style and dress that white people made up. Yeah. We submit to our white bosses on our job. That's right. We submit to who we gonna smile at so we can make sure we get ahead in the door. We submit to how we gonna put makeup on our face so we can look acceptable. We agree on a lot of things. Submit just means to agree. So we have submitted to everybody else here. Let's try to submit to him.
We represent the missing link as Black women.
Pay attention, y'all.
The Black man has been dissected, examined, the white man, the white woman, and the Black child. But it has been us as Black women who have never been examined.
Pay attention, y'all.
We have been protected. We have been insulated. We have been kept from any kind of criticism about our personal behavior in the home and outside of the home. And we have been given the false compliment that we are the backbone of the Black nation. There is no doubt in any community in this country.
Pay attention to what she just said, y'all. See, I love my sisters. I don't care what they talking about. I'm going to show y'all how much I love y'all. I don't care what they try to portray about me. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. I come from something real special, y'all. How could I not love women and I come from her? What is not to love about her? Are y'all crazy? And she came from them. See, I know a different, I'm sorry, y'all. I have a different definition of a man and a woman in love and working things out. See these people right here? You may not never know. My grandfather had a problem with alcoholism. That nigga get that Seagram's gin in his body? What? The only problem he had is he get gin in his body and he want to go driving. But you see that woman right next to him? She loved him so much. She loved him out of that shit. My grandfather was getting pussy in the street, selling drugs, all that shit. She loved him out of that shit. My grandmother always said, that man is handsome. Women gonna love him. So she loved him harder. She loved him harder. See, a lot of women say, you know what? The minute a man makes a mistake or the minute we fall into that depression where we think y'all don't love us and appreciate us the way we thought or think that y'all should display it, but it'll be that bum bitch in the street, excuse me, that'll make us feel like $100,000. We don't care nothing about that bitch in the street. Because when we with that bitch in the street, we really thinking about y'all. Because if any nigga ever cheated on a woman, let me explain something to you. You hearing this from a nigga that has cheated before. The minute you get through cheating, the first thing running through our mind is, damn, why we did that shit. This bitch ain't got nothing on my baby. Yo, am I lying, dog? City Bam, am I lying? If I'm lying, tell me I end this live. You know I'll do it. The most terrifying thing to a man that's really in love with his woman is losing her. Ladies, I say losing you. Ladies, then y'all start asking them dumbass questions. Who you was fucking? Nobody. Y'all already know we was fucking somebody, you FBI motherfuckers. Then you got the nerve to say, who you was fucking? We say nobody. And then the first thing you say is, y'all lying. Well, what the fuck you want us to tell the truth? We scared. We about to lose you, dummy. They don't want to hear the truth, y'all. That's why they don't dig me. You dig? They don't want to hear the truth. That's why we lie, ladies. That's right. You heard it from Big Dice 101. That's why we lie, doo-doo heads. Because we're terrified of losing you. How you feel about that, Kev? Am I lying? You're Ron Books. Am I lying? But you know what my grandmother said? She old school. She said when I met him, he was country, but when I got through with him, he was sophisticated. See, you got to work, man. You got to work. It ain't the men. It's the men that keep it straight for the focus, but it's the women that keep us focused to be straight. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but that's just the way I feel it. Let this woman talk, y'all, because I don't want to describe my description of a woman. I've made mistakes by speaking too aggressively about things, and I apologize. But I want the woman that wrote the book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, to give her description of what she feels a woman is. Oh, this is just the first part of the segment, y'all. I don't be playing. I put this shit together. Walaikum salam, brother. Peace to you.
We represent the missing link as Black women. The Black man has been dissected, examined, the white man, the white woman, and the Black child. But it has been us as Black women who have never been examined. We have been protected. We have been insulated. We have been kept from any kind of criticism about our personal behavior in the home and outside of the home. And we have been given the false compliment that we are the backbone of the Black nation. There is no doubt in any community in this country that the men in those communities are the backbone of their nations. There's no doubt in the white community that the white man is the backbone of his nation. The European, the Buddhist, the Korean, the Japanese, the Hispanic, all of those men are the backbones of their community, and there's no doubt about it. It is only in the Black community where those values have been transposed and where they put that burden on us and tell us that we are the backbone of the Black community, which is a direct insult to the Black man and implies that he don't have no backbone and that his women have to represent him. I remind people all the time that God did not make the white man, the white woman, the Black woman, and then the Black man. He made the Black man first, and he created all the rest of the people after him. In 1985, I was going about the country trying to still work to teach our people something, trying to get them to stop eating pork. And at that time, I was having what I call get off those hog lectures. And I would take the microscope out and I would show Black people how even if you cook pork, you couldn't kill the worm. I would show them that the worm was still alive in the meat after heat, because that's what they told us, that you could cook it and kill the worm. And so I would show them what it did to the brain and the spinal column. And so there were many Black men who wanted to stop eating pork. They wanted to change their diets, and they were in agreement. But it was the Black woman who I found who was the most adamant, who refused to change her cooking habits, who didn't want to shop differently, who didn't want to do any different meal planning. And so I say, well, now, if we are refusing to provide the Black man with the proper physical food when we know food is what sustains life, then what else are we keeping from him?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, in the words of my man Green Eyes, y'all, I'm a different type of sandwich, y'all. That's the fact. Shout out to Green Eyes. He in the building. I'm a different type of sandwich, man. Different type of sandwich, man. That's a cold-blooded fact. And she got some more to talk about. She got some more to talk about. Because when I say things, people be like, fuck, Dice. Like Dog said, this conversation right here might sting a little bit. This might have a couple of really thinking about, well, damn, this ain't that shit. I ain't write the book. Got my brother James up in here all the way from Nigeria showing that love as he do. Grown folks conversation, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the only place we can all win. How long we been saying that, Ron Boogs? I see the emulation. I see the remixes. I see y'all. I hear y'all. I hear y'all trying to do it just like me. Continue. I see you doing different presentations. I see your formats. I see the subjects you're talking about. Please continue. I planted that seed about 15, 17 months ago. Please continue. Continue. This is Allah's work. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just so proud that the recognition and the energy that I pull out is so powerful that it intrigues you at the same time when it makes you confused about who I am. Yo, Kev, you already know what it is over here. They said we want to talk about content. I see let me tell you something. I got a phone call today from one of my mans. He in the chat right now. He was like, Dice, for some reason, everything you saying, I'm seeing everywhere. That's God. That's Allah. Alhamdulillah. That ain't me. I told y'all, I'm the little axe, man. Yo, dog, I've been telling them. You know hear what Bob Marley say? If you the big tree, Big Dice is that small axe, waiting to cut you down. Waiting to cut you down. Sound boy, you bet not dig just one pick. What do you say, dog? Because you might fall in it. Like I told people. Shout out to Knowledge Born Again. I never understood why he said King of Receipts. Because unfortunately on YouTube, there's so many different descriptions of loyalty, reality, and truth. You have to have physical receipts. That's the smoothest shit I didn't pay attention to, yo. Shout out to Knowledge Born. That's some deep shit. And I got to respect his faith and I got to respect his belief. But you know what, with me, I guess, you know, I'm from a, you know, I keep my faith in Allah. The truth will be revealed in the end. He said, in Nigeria, if we see a white man with green eyes, we would call him Obino. Oh no, excuse me, Oyimbo. I'm thinking, I'm dyslexic sometimes. I put the B where the Y was, y'all. I said Obino. Oyimbo. But pay attention to the sister. She got some more to say, fellas. And to the ladies that's still in the building, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Put the hearts. Let me know y'all still in the building. To the dudes, to the gangsters, to the whatever you want to call it, to the men in the building, if you feel as though this woman right here is describing certain things that we can relate to and speaking truths, let me see them dice cubes, because she got something else for you. She got the 7 attributes. Oh, this one right here gonna really hurt. Ooh, da-da-do, da-do. This one is gonna really hurt. She got the 7 attributes, y'all. I don't think they're ready for this one. She got the 7 attributes.
The whole concept here at Battle House is team.
I don't think they're ready for this.
Those team relationships with the kids themselves.
As I said, this book demonstrates.
I don't think they're ready for this. This is the 7 attributes, y'all. This is the 7 attributes of a good woman. The 7 attributes of a good black woman. But a woman is a woman, so this can go for any ethnicity. Because attributes are the things you, come on, let's go.
As I said, this book demonstrates that we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay.
Did y'all pay attention to what she said? Can anybody tell me what she just said before we go any further? This is the one that might sting. This is the one that might sting. She said, I am going to let you know the 7 attributes of a good black woman. Pay attention, y'all, because you may not see none on TV. Yo, Ron Bulls.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told.
Yo, and shout out to the people, man. The 288 people that decided to be new subscribers to me in the past 6 weeks. I appreciate that. I'm at 1,575 subscribers. I appreciate everybody. Everybody that told a friend to tell a friend, everybody that subscribed, everybody that watched me, everybody that may stay in the bushes, everybody that may stay in the bushes and may not ever type. I appreciate y'all because I know that's organic. 05 over the movement, the man head honcho is in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got the legends up there on the screen. Shout out to Demencio, man. Puerto Rican Jesus and Mike Tyson. If you know, you know. It's a Brooklyn thing. Yo, China, I'm over here breaking it down. Day number 11, China. I got 10 more days to forming a habit. 21 days forms a habit. I already told you. I'm not getting into that shit. If you hear about me going at niggas with that dumb shit, I want to fucking Clash of the Titans just on me. Go crazy. Because I ain't feeding into that shit, bruh. One thing I can say with China in the building, he birthed everybody, if we want to admit it or not. But I'm one of them seeds that's really gonna do some real content, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. No disrespect intended. China started the whole Clash of the Titans. And I wish, and I say this so many times, but it seems like we keep saying it over and over again. Let it stay there because he can control it. Y'all, I can't control no shit like that. I already told y'all that. Let him do his show. Just let him do his show. That's his shit. See, and a lot of y'all niggas, and I'm gonna do it like he be saying it, y'all be trying to be China, but if niggas run up in y'all in the street, y'all ain't gonna have the same energy China gonna have. See, that's another difference between YouTube that I be trying to tell people. A lot of you niggas play on YouTube, but if something happened in the street, China ain't worried about nobody running up on him. Because that nigga energy is gonna be worse than you see on TV if a nigga play with entertainment in real life. You fuck with China going up in that goddamn office, putting on that suit, chilling. I'm telling you, he gonna do something to you. Get back into this content, y'all. This is the 7 attributes of a good black woman, y'all. Let the sister talk. Peace.
That we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay. Now, the good black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life.
Check this out.
Good black woman has self-discipline, courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. You know, it's like one of those.
Listen to what she said the 7 attributes of a good woman are.
As I said, this book demonstrates that we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay. Now, the good black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life. Good black woman has self-discipline, courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. You know, it's like one of those where they tell you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What do that mean? You know, how can I make that functional in my day-to-day life to benefit me as a practice? It sounds like all theory. Where's the practicum? What do I do? The good black woman has self-discipline. That's self-control. Let me make that real for you, sisters. We can start with our mouth. The good black woman can control her mouth. She don't have to say everything that comes up.
Uh-oh.
It's okay if he get the last word sometime.
Uh-oh.
You know. She don't cuss in public.
Huh? Hold on, let's go back one more time. She gotta have the last word, and she ain't worried about that, and she won't curse in public.
It's okay if he get the last word sometime. You know. She don't cuss in public. And she works on not cussing in private. She don't tear a man down with her mouth because they can't out-argue us. Can't nobody out-argue us.
No.
I have charged that we nag our men too much. We keep our men's head tied up so much with our petty grievances about our personal relationship that he don't have time to think and plan for our future. Because he got to deal with what's going to happen with us every day. You know, it's real odd. When the black man come home, he almost have to do a wind test or stick his toe in the door. He don't know what's waiting. He don't know who is there today.
No.
He knows it's a possibility that there's some kind of new monster that he didn't even know about yesterday.
Talk about it.
So, you know,
we need to not make it like that. We need to not be so vicious with our mouth. You know, men are not petty like that. They're not going to out-argue us. And it has been proven that verbal abuse is just as harmful as physical abuse.
Oh! She said that it's been proven, pay attention, y'all, that verbal abuse is just as harmful as physical abuse. The same thing with some men and women. There's some women that were in relationships, they said their man never put a hand on them. But some of the things that the man has said to them over the years has destroyed them from the inside out. Same thing with a man, especially if we're in love with you. To hear certain things, fuck you, nigga, you ain't shit, I don't give a fuck, you can get out. I don't even know why I fuck with you. Yo, I hate you, I can't stand you. Them some real cold words to say to a motherfucker that you lay with. I don't care how angry you are. Like she said, the first thing with a good woman, we're not going to say black, is self-control, which is self-discipline. Knowing how to stop talking sometime, especially being aggressive and combative. It's all right, even if you think or know that your man is saying something completely asinine, to let him say it. Because the old timers used to say, when a man run his mouth to his woman and he really realize how stupid he feel because she don't reply to it, he feels more stupid when he finds out. Like, she just sit there and be looking at you like, you just as stupid as hell. I'm just going to let you keep talking. It'd be us to be like, yo, that was the dumbest shit we said. What the fuck we said that for? Ladies, I don't think y'all pay attention to some of the things that y'all say sometimes when y'all upset. To a cold-blooded gangster, as you want to say it, a killer, a murderer, a nigga that might go to work every day, a nigga that work in Dunkin' Donuts. I don't give a fuck. He's still a human being, and he's in love with you. And certain things that you say to him can destroy him in his spiritual motherfucking essence. Got him walking around in the street like a damn zombie, wondering, and how did it get to the fact where y'all disrespecting each other like that?
So let's not use our mouth to do that to him. The good black woman is courteous. She says, thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that.
Huh?
I appreciate every effort you make. Try harder.
Huh?
I'm going to work with you.
Huh?
Thank you. I know.
Try harder, baby. I'm going to work with you. Thank you. As opposed to, nigga, when you going to get a job? I wish you get a fucking job. You ain't shit. When you going to get a better job? John DeMarco.
No, you did your best. Now that's a whole new language. But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them.
Oh.
It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man.
This is the one that's going to get him upset. The good black woman has self-respect. Any woman. You don't have to go outside naked to get the attention of a man. Hit that like button, y'all.
But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them. It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man. I have sisters all over the country, and they come up to me after the lectures, and they'll be talking to me, and they'll say, well, you know, all he think about is sex. All he think about is my body. I say, why don't you show him something else?
Huh? She said she got some homegirls that's always telling her all he think about is sex. All he thinking about is my body. He want to do this. She said, well, why don't you intrigue his mind with something else? Why don't you present something else to him that can captivate him more than your body has captivated him already. They don't want to hear this one. They're going to get upset.
And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave. They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false finger.
Hold on. Talk to him, sister.
And something else. And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave.
They'll have on a weave.
Have on false eyelashes.
They have on false eyelashes.
Another whole face, false finger.
Another whole false face.
Fingernails and all of that.
Fake hairy nails.
And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man.
And then they have the audacity, fellas. I ain't say that. A woman is saying that. You get weave, fake nails, fake eyelashes, and you say you want a real man? That's not going to attract a real man. That's going to attract a little boy with a fantasy that he'll try to play with you. But that ain't going to attract no man. A real man is going to look at things like that and see red flags. Like me personally, I'm worried about certain things. Why are you doing so many things to contribute to what Allah has already given you? What type of insecurities and fears have you been through? What type of trauma have you been through, quote unquote, that you made up this action figure for when you come outside? They don't want to hear me talk, so I'm going to let you talk, sister. Let's go.
Hey, everybody, this is me, Lunel, the original bad girl of comedy, and I've got some news for you.
Why don't you show him something else? And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave. They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false fingernails, and all of that. And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man. It's real deep. I say, why? What you want a real man for? The good black woman can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful.
Did y'all hear what she just said? She said the women in the neighborhood have the power to overcome the sexual desires in the neighborhoods just by the way that they dress. This woman here is dangerous. This is a woman.
Can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful. That don't stop you from getting a man. And it certainly puts things on the right perspective so some other judgments can be made other than physical. It don't take no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to have a sexual reaction. That's the most base. We spend less time doing that than anything else we do. So, you know, that doesn't always have to be the forefront issue. We know we are capable of that. The good black woman has intelligence, meaning that she knows how to behave properly in the streets. She's not in the wrong place. Some of our women don't know what else to do other than go to the bar. They need some activities.
Huh?
Some of our women thinking that staying home on the weekend is some kind of sin.
Huh?
Some of our women think that if they don't have a new outfit to wear every day, that they gonna self-destruct.
Huh?
You know, we have a lot of just that kind of nonsense going. Every time we buy new outfits and clothes or whatever, all we're doing is sending money out of our community. We don't own no clothing store. If the white man closed the shoe factory, we'd all be here barefooted tonight.
What?
We don't own no shoe factories. You know, very base things that we don't own, that we put our money into and demand we have to have them. A lot of times our men look at us and know that he ain't never going to be able to make enough money to give us all of the things we say we want.
Talk.
And don't no man want to be with no woman who he constantly got to deny her the things that she says she wants.
Talk.
That represents failure to him, to have to always, you know, not be able to provide us with what we ask for. One of the ways we can do that is to start being satisfied with less.
What? What?
You know, the good black woman is clean. Now that's a hard one. The good black woman try to keep the house clean.
Talk now.
Good black woman is clean by her own body. You know, a lot of those things we kind of take for granted, but all of our people don't know about that. There are people who are angry with me because I even describe the fact that some of us as sisters don't have the proper personal hygiene, as if that don't exist.
Lady K, I see
we have too much falsehood and pretense going about our condition. Everybody that's dressed up ain't clean.
Talk. Talk.
You know, that's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to deal. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it.
Talk about it.
Your feelings don't change the truth. The truth is just going to be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it. Those are just those.
You see what my brother said from Nigeria? He said, yo, Dice, this is the difference between a woman and a female, See, you know, I know. But I've been misconstrued. I've been criticized. I've even said that I don't love women. I love women, but I can't stand a filthy bitch. Forgive me for my French. But what I've learned to do is pray for them more. I don't have to interact with them. I don't have to feed into them. I don't have to engage with them. I don't have to talk to them. I stay as far away from them I can. I see and I can identify certain things about male and females. It's not just dirty, filthy feet. It's dirty, filthy ass niggas too. And I'm not talking about in hygiene. I'm talking about integrity and morale. Just because you got on some good cologne and some fly clothes and you driving a nice car, that don't mean you a good person. Just because you got on a beautiful outfit, lady, that complements your silhouette, you got on the designer jeans, you got on that great smell, that don't mean you worth it. That mean you just got on a good outfit. She gonna tell y'all the difference between a female and a woman because I know the difference. But unfortunately, in the YouTube streets, y'all got the wrong description of a woman. Like she said, a woman has self-control. A woman has discipline. A woman has humility. She's courteous. She's thankful. She's supportive. She's appreciative. And something that a lot of women don't understand. When a man has to hear his woman say, oh, I want this new this, or I want this new that, or you want this new that, or you want this new that, but you don't got no job, and this man is trying his best to hold and maintain the family with the bills, and the self-disappointment from within as a man not to be able to give his woman, supposed to be his better half, what she desires. But what about the incompassionate part? What about the inconsiderate part of the woman to just ask for certain things that she knows is beyond our means, especially on one income? Like she said, maybe some women have to learn to be more satisfied with less. So I'm gonna let her talk, because if I say it, Dice don't like women. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's go.
Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject that and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever. The good black woman practices non-possessive loving. Now, y'all know that's a hard one. Now, envy is wanting what someone else has. And jealousy, of course, is just selfishness. Non-possessive loving is not an easy one for us to practice. And, of course, I have a lot of sisters and some brothers who are in disagreement with me saying that. But the actual fact is that our men are outnumbered about 5-1. And nature is going to require that the men take responsibility for more than one woman and her children. Most of our men have children by more than one woman anyway. So I don't know why that was such a surprise, allegedly, when I said that. The black man has not been waiting on me to tell him he could have more than one woman.
Uh-oh.
I'm in agreement with the rest of y'all. I don't think he should do that, but I feel like you did. There are some things perhaps about the nature of our man that we have been given some definitions about that are not true.
Let's go now.
There are some things he can do that we call him a dog.
Let's go now.
We do not have the same capabilities as a man.
Talk now.
I am not talking about fornication and adultery. That's something else. I'm talking about actual responsibility of fatherhood and husbandhood of another family. That's quite different from fornication and adultery.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We don't have the same capabilities of them. That's right. A man can have 2 homes, 2 sets of in-laws. He can eat dinner at 2 houses, 2 sets of children, 2 garages, 2 separate sets of friends attached to that woman. He can have all of that. We can't do that. We can't cook dinner at 2 houses. We can't sleep with one man 4 nights a week and another one 3. Ain't no man gonna agree with that.
Miss Annette, I see you.
We can't have one set of children we leave in one place and go and stay in another place and take care of another set. It doesn't work for us. Now, that does not mean that we can't have sex with more than one man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking responsibility for your children.
Huh?
Now, certainly every man can't take financial responsibility for all of his children. He can do something. But a man who is spending time with a child is going to do something for it. Because then they'll find out what we have since we've been taking care of them by ourselves. You don't like to always say, no, I can't do it. No, I ain't got it. So the children will make you get it up. You spend some time with it. You know, that's an important thing. The effectiveness of the principles that I just described, their usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them. There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake. Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion.
Talk.
We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them.
Talk.
I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
Huh? Uh-oh. That's going to get him upset.
Usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them. There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake. Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion. We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them. I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
A woman said that.
And I tell the sisters the same thing. If you're with a man you can't agree with, don't make his life miserable. Get with a man you can agree with.
That's a fact.
But we spend too much time living in hell with each other. We spend too much time tearing each other down, trying to make the other person do different or function different. If you want somebody to change, first change yourself.
Talk.
We set the example. We are the teacher. We are the mother. We set the example.
They don't want to hear the truth. They damn sure don't want to hear it from me. So maybe they'll hear from that beautiful woman right there. Total definition of a woman, top to bottom. Beautiful, intelligent, articulate, poised. That's what you call a woman where I come from. And I'm from the slums. Like she said, they have self-control. They have discipline. They're courteous. They're supportive. Them 4 attributes right there, a lot of women can't even spell nowadays. Self-control, knowing how to learn when to stop speaking, when to stop being combative, argumentative with a man. She said a lot of women don't understand sometimes, not all the time, it's okay for your man to get the last word. James said, in Nigeria, young women must inherit their mother's cooking skills. I'm not being sexist, but that's my culture. That's a fact. That's in the South too, brother. You better know how to cook. Because they always say it way to a man's heart, it's through his stomach. Like I said, and shout out to the content creators that try to get me off my dime, but you can't do it. If you want to debate with Dice or talk to Dice, you're more than welcome anybody to come pull up. We can have a debate. And I've still left this proposal open to anybody. Anybody. We can let the people choose certain things that we can talk about of some importance. You know, like a presidential debate. I'm ready to start doing some YouTube debates, some podcast debates. Let's do some podcast debates. For the ones that would be terrified to go head-to-head with me on a verbal conversation pertaining to leaving YouTube, we can do it like in a punishment form. We can do intellectual debates, spelling bees and stuff like that. Whoever loses can't go live for 30 days. That way you can sit back and what? Improve your craft. That's some fair sportsmanship. Not no screaming, not no disrespecting, not no hollering. That's for China Brim. If you want to go clash, hit China up. Like he said, hit him up. And he'll orchestrate that over there. And let 30,000 people be in the building over there because 050 is the movement when it comes to the clash and the dark side. But to the other content creators, especially a lot of y'all that's being fearful of YouTube and their new rules that they are enforcing heavily, because they're not playing with the slander and the disrespect. And I prayed on that too. I ain't gonna lie, prayed on that too, because it's very wicked. That'd be very wicked. This is very wicked to just, come on, y'all don't know these people that y'all talking about, and then y'all doing investigative reporting. That's still police activity to me. I don't want no police around me. Y'all already know how I feel about police. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. We have to interact, but we do not have to be motherfucking friends. The only time I want to see police is in passing. I don't want you at my cookout. I ain't going to your cookout. I ain't going to your basketball game. I ain't going to your side. I don't want you nowhere around me. I don't even want you around me if something happened. I leave my protection on the law. Annette said, let's go. She said, that's great content. Like, think about that, y'all. To the podcast content creators, all the content creators. Instead of us just getting up here going crazy, or matter of fact, I ain't going to say us, forgive me. Instead of y'all getting up there going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Or just trying to pick at me thinking that I'm going to feed into it, because a lot of the stuff that y'all saying, I'm so past it. It don't make no sense. I'd be a fool to keep talking about the same bullshit. But if it's something that interesting in you and you're using me, quote unquote, because that's what you're doing, because a lot of y'all, respectfully, when y'all do y'all shows, I guess I inherited that from China Brim. That's some Brooklyn shit. I be watching a lot of y'all shows when y'all don't say my name. It'd be 4 people in the chat. Now, if you got 4 people on the stage, check this out. If you got 4 people on the stage, or you got 3 people on the stage and you got 1 person in the chat, that's your audience. You might as well get on the phone and do that. But to the YouTube content creators, you can bring your crowd, your supporters, other great people that can come up and talk, and we can have some debates on about what's going on in the world. Because one thing is, I dare one of y'all to come up here and have a verbal debate with me. Not no disrespect, because that's foolishness. I don't want to disrespect nobody, and I'm not going to allow nobody to disrespect me. I will have a person off the stage quicker than you can go like that. I don't even play like that. The disrespect shit, we don't do that. But I would love to have some great intellectual debates with people, man. Like adults. Friend or foe. I would love to have some shows, quote unquote, where people can come up here and talk head to head instead of feeling like they're going to be ambushed if it's something we want to talk about. If it's something about a Clash of the Titans, are you ready to go? Shout out to China Brim. Get it, China Brim, and set it up. I'll be in attendance for it because, like I said, sometimes I want to watch Law and Order. Sometimes I want to watch The Wire. Sometimes I want to watch The Honeymooners. Sometimes I want to watch The Jeffersons. Sometimes I want to watch the A-Team. Sometimes I want to watch Knight Rider. Sometimes I want to watch basketball. That's the reason why it's different channels and different broadcasts. But if everybody's trying to be China and 050, that shit ain't cool, man. You're not really getting nobody. And you can tell by the loyalty. I remember Trey's did a live the other day. He said some great shit to everybody in Team Guardian. I appreciate y'all because he did a live the other day and he said, look how many people I got in my chat because they genuinely fuck with me. He said we got Mob Ties in the building. He said we got the Nile River in the building. He said we got 050 in the building. But he ain't never say he had Team Guardian in the building. So maybe that's why he took the shot at y'all, Team Guardian. So do me a favor, Team Guardian. Stay tight. Stay loyal. Stay doing what you've been doing. Keep pushing me to get this great content like I've been doing. And I promise y'all, I'm going to give y'all the content that actually y'all are interested in. Shout out to Artist Morrison and Tizzle Tate. Get over there and subscribe. Artist said something the other day. He said, Joe, the only time certain people, first of all, I was doing this before I had 100 in the building, 140, 160 in the building before I even had a clash with anybody. I had 163 people in the building right after Harlem Legend did the show with Reaper Rev. I had 163 in the building. And we was just joking and talking about Harlem Legend rap battle. And that was without any controversy. And then when it came to me doing my respectable bundles, I done had 100, 120, 130, 140 of pure ignorance because the same people that was there for them monumental nights that they felt as though was so inspirational, where they at now? Artist Morrison says some of the realest shit. He said, Joe, for the people that got the 14, the 20, the 16, the 15, the 9, the 8 people in the chat when you live, these are the people that are genuinely there for you and support you. Team Guardian, I fuck with you. For the new people that's been coming through, because I can show, matter of fact, I can show you something right now when it comes to, they say people channel's not growing. I got 288 subscribers in 6 weeks. I appreciate everybody that came in, but I want to show y'all something. I want to share something with y'all. Check this out. You see this right here? If anybody is monetized, have you ever saw this? I sent this picture to Dog Soldier. They said I'm doing so good, they ain't even give me more numbers. This is what came up on my analytics. I swear to God, that shit said, monthly highlight, record views. You got more views than ever. That's my February. You see at the top, it says my February recap. That shit said, I ain't never seen no shit like this. So if anybody that's monetized, let me know if you've seen this before. If you have, that means you're doing your thing. So to the people that's saying people around here, channels are not growing, I'm here to show you I can bust my analytics down. That's not true. This shit right here said monthly highlight, record views. You got more views than ever. And then right here, pay attention, y'all. This is what they said under the bottom. They say, great job. You got more views and likes than usual. Ranking by 1 of 10. Views 563 up. My views is up 563. Check this out. My average percentage of people viewing me is over 100%. So anybody that knows anything about the analytical procedure of YouTube, pay attention to this. My shit is not 77% of the average people that views me. My shit is not 23% or 43% or 55%. No, my shit is 111.7%. Is anybody paying attention to that? Yo, FTC, how that shit looking, y'all? Yo, Dog Soldier, how that shit looking? Anybody know anything about analyticals? I'm over 100%, FTC. Ain't that some shit? I want people to really pay attention because I ain't do this. This shit said, great job. You got more views and likes than usual. Views up 563. Average percentage views 111.7. That's over 100%, y'all. So that means it's 11.7% over 100% that's fucking with me. And that means the world of me. That means the world of me, y'all. And I want to give y'all props for fucking with me and holding me down. The disrespect, I could do that all day. I'm from Utica Avenue. But when it comes to content, check this out. It says, other forms, contents, contented, contenting, contently. If you feel content, that means you're satisfied and happy. But it also says it has another meaning. The content of a book, meaning a movie or a song, is what it's about, the topic. Is anybody paying attention to that? It says the word has two meanings. Pay attention. The word has two meanings. The first has to do with being pleased and satisfied, feeling content. The other meaning is or making someone else feel happy and at peace with things, contenting them. The other meaning has to do with subject matter. The content of a history class might be American history. The content of a math class might be geometry, as long as there's a topic or subject of content. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?